You need to see this before June 28th. Stop what you are doing and listen with your entire being. Because what is about to unfold is not just another astrological event. This is not another new moon. We are on the precipice of the single greatest lunar and planetary energy shift in over 1,000 years, and its first waves are already breaking upon our shores. Between June 28th and June 30th, a cosmic gateway opens, one that will fundamentally rewrite our reality from the inside out. The new moon, in the deeply sensitive psychic waters of Cancer, is coinciding with the monumental reality-dissolving conjunction of Saturn and Neptune. This isn't just a ripple, it's a tidal wave of cosmic recalibration, and the effects are already becoming visible for those who have the eyes to see and the heart to feel. If you have been feeling a strange sense of unreality lately, if your sleep has been filled with bizarre vivid dreams you can't quite shake, or if an unexplainable anxiety has been churning in the pit of your stomach, you are not going crazy. You are a spiritual barometer, and you are sensing the atmospheric pressure change of the universe itself. This is a divine appointment that has been written in the stars for millennia, and your soul knew you had to be here right now, to witness and participate in this grand unfolding. Before we dive into the sacred mechanics of this shift and what you must do to prepare, I need you to anchor your energy with us. Do these 3 things immediately to signal to the universe that you are ready and willing to receive this upgrade. First, like this video to add your light to the collective grid. Second, subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications, because the information coming through in the next few days will be critical. And third, go to the comments right now and type "I am ready" to declare your conscious participation in this monumental awakening. This is a moment of profound, almost terrifying clarity. The universe is orchestrating a grand purge, and it begins in the deepest, most hidden corners of our being. Let's first speak of the new moon in Cancer. Cancer is the cardinal water sign, the sign of the Great Mother, of our roots, our ancestry, our home, and our emotional body. It governs the subconscious, the waters of the womb from which all life emerges. A new moon here is always a potent time for planting new seeds of emotional security and nurturing our inner world. But this is no ordinary planting season. This new moon is acting as a supercharged cosmic amplifier for the much larger generation-defining event happening in the heavens, the Saturn-Neptune Conjunction. Imagine the new moon in Cancer as the key turning in the lock of your heart, while Saturn and Neptune are the great celestial forces swinging the door to a new reality wide open. This conjunction is a slow-moving, deeply powerful alignment that happens only every 36 years, but its position now, in this celestial configuration, is what makes it a once-in-a-millennium event. Saturn is the lord of karma, the great teacher, the planet of structure, discipline, reality, and physical form. It builds the scaffolding of our lives. Neptune is the planet of dreams, spirituality, illusion, the collective unconscious, and the dissolution of boundaries. It is the cosmic ocean of oneness, but also the fog of confusion and deceit. When these 2 titans meet, a sacred and formidable process begins, the dissolution of false realities. Saturn's cold, hard truth comes to audit Neptune's beautiful, hazy dreams. Any structure in your life, your career, your relationships, your beliefs, your very identity, that has been built on a foundation of illusion, escapism, or untruth, is now being systematically dismantled. There is nowhere to hide. This conjunction is a divine reality check, forcing us to confront where we have been living in a fantasy, and it is using the raw, emotional, intuitive power of the Cancer new moon to deliver the message directly into our feeling body. The symptoms of this shift are undeniable, and are intensifying daily. You may be experiencing a profound sense of groundlessness, as if the floor beneath you has become unstable. This is Saturn's structures dissolving under Neptune's watery influence. You might feel a deep soul-level exhaustion that no amount of sleep can cure. This is your energetic body working overtime to process the massive frequency shift, purging old timelines and dense karmic patterns. Pay close attention to your dreams. They are no longer simple subconscious ramblings, they are direct communications from the higher realms. Are you dreaming of water, floods, or oceans? That is Neptune, washing away the old. Are you dreaming of old childhood homes, schools, or workplaces crumbling or changing shape? That is Saturn, showing you that the old containers can no longer hold your expanding consciousness. A strange and potent form of nostalgia may be gripping you, a feeling of looking back at your own life as if it belonged to someone else. This is the Cancerian energy bringing your past to the surface for review, while the Saturn-Neptune conjunction provides the spiritual X-ray vision to see the illusions you once held as truth. You may feel an overwhelming urge to declutter, to simplify, to end relationships or quit jobs with a suddenness that shocks even you. Do not mistake this for recklessness. This is your soul, guided by this cosmic energy, severing ties with everything that is not in alignment with the 5D reality that is anchoring on the planet. This is a sacred severance. The anxiety many are feeling is the ego's terror as it senses its own dissolution. The ego built its fortress on the sands of old programming and societal conditioning, and now the tide of cosmic truth is coming in. The choice is simple. Let the fortress dissolve and learn to swim in the ocean of divine consciousness, or be crushed by the waves while clinging to the crumbling walls. Many will ask, why is this the biggest shift in millennia? Because it is not just about the planets themselves, but about the vibrational state of humanity and the Earth at this exact moment. We are at the zenith of the Great Awakening, a period of accelerated consciousness expansion, unlike any other in recorded history. This Saturn-Neptune conjunction is acting as a planetary-level activation of the Christ-Sophia consciousness, the sacred union of divine masculine structure and divine feminine flow. It is triggering dormant codes within our DNA, codes of sovereignty, truth, and unconditional love. The last time these planets met in such a potent reality-altering dance, humanity was not ready. We did not have the collective awareness to consciously participate. We were spiritually asleep. Now millions of us are awake, and we are here to act as the anchors, the midwives for a new Earth. This energy is a divine intervention, a celestial helping hand designed to shatter the matrices of control and limitation that have bound humanity for eons. It is a jailbreak for the soul. The illusions of separation, scarcity, and powerlessness are being exposed for the phantoms they are. This is why the systems of the old world are shaking. The financial, political, and social structures built on Neptunian deceit are being held accountable by Saturn's karmic law. The new moon in Cancer is personalizing this grand cosmic drama, ensuring that this global shift begins within the sacred chamber of your own heart. It is asking you a single profound question: what is my real, true, authentic emotional home? And it will not allow you to answer with anything less than your deepest soul truth. If you feel the truth of these words resonating in your bones, if you can feel the old world and the old version of you falling away, I want you to go to the comments right now and powerfully declare to the universe, I release all illusions. By typing these words, you are making a conscious contract with your higher self to step out of the fog and into the clear light of your own divine truth. You are giving the universe permission to accelerate this process of liberation within you. This process demands a radical new form of surrender. Saturn's influence can often create a desire to control, to build, to work harder. Yet Neptune's presence demands we let go, trust, and flow. The spiritual tightrope we must walk is one of structured surrender. It means taking disciplined Saturnian action on our intuitive, Neptunian hits. It means building new dreams, but building them on the solid rock of authenticity, not the shifting sands of fantasy. This is the end of spiritual bypassing. We can no longer pretend to be enlightened while our emotional basement is a mess. The Cancer new moon is forcing us to go into that basement, to sit with the ghosts of our past, our ancestral trauma, and the unloved parts of our inner child. Saturn provides the lamp, and Neptune dissolves the walls between us and those hidden aspects of self. What is being asked of us is to become our own loving parent, to reparent ourselves with the compassion and unconditional love that we may have never received. This is the deepest work we can do, and it is the foundational requirement for building a life in the new 5D paradigm. The Saturn-Neptune conjunction is revealing a harsh but liberating truth. You cannot build a stable future on a foundation of unhealed emotional trauma. The new moon in Cancer is the portal through which this healing can finally begin in earnest. It is offering a cosmic reset button for your entire emotional lineage. You are not just healing for yourself, you are healing for the 7 generations before you and the 7 generations before you and the 7 generations to come. This is the magnitude of the task at hand. The coming days are not a time for frivolous distractions or engaging in low vibrational drama. It is a time for sacred solitude, for deep introspection, and for courageous emotional honesty. The universe is about to show you the blueprint for your soul's highest calling, but you will only be able to read it if you are willing to first clear the debris of your past. Let's delve deeper into the sacred mechanics of this shift, because understanding the interplay between these cosmic giants is your key to navigating the coming days with grace and power. Think of Saturn as the ultimate reality tester, the universal auditor. It is the force that gives form to energy, that crystallizes spirit into matter. Saturn's job is to create boundaries, to enforce laws, both physical and karmic, and to build enduring structures. Wherever Saturn travels, it demands integrity, mastery, and accountability. Now consider Neptune, the cosmic dreamer, the master of illusion, and the gateway to the divine. Neptune dissolves all boundaries, all structures, all sense of a separate self. It is the ocean of oneness, the frequency of unconditional love, the music of the spheres. But in its shadow aspect, Neptune is the fog of confusion, the seduction of escapism, the glamour of deceit. For the past several years, Neptune's slow journey through Pisces has softened the veil between worlds, heightening our intuition and our yearning for spiritual connection. But it has also created a pervasive fog, allowing for widespread deception, spiritual bypassing, and a collective unwillingness to face hard truths. Now Saturn enters the scene like a harsh, bright light, cutting through that fog. The conjunction of these two planets is the moment of cosmic reckoning. Saturn is demanding that our Neptunian dreams and spiritual ideals be made real, be grounded, be tested for their structural integrity. It is asking, is your spirituality a genuine lived experience, or is it a beautiful fantasy you use to escape the challenges of human existence? This is the end of love and light as a platitude. Now love and light must become your spine, your foundation, your everyday reality. The new moon in Cancer is the emotional arena where this epic drama plays out within you. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and it governs our deepest needs for safety, security, and belonging. It is our inner home. This new moon is flooding that inner home with the combined energies of Saturn and Neptune, forcing a total renovation. Every weak wall, every leaky pipe, every ghost in the attic of your psyche is being revealed. You may feel this physically. The sign of Cancer rules the stomach and the chest. Are you experiencing sudden digestive issues? That is your body telling you it can no longer stomach certain truths or situations. Do you feel a tightness in your chest, or a deep, aching grief that seems to come from nowhere? That is your heart space, the throne of Cancer, being cleared of ancient, unwept tears, not just your own, but the tears of your entire ancestral line. This is a profound karmic clearing of the emotional body. The traumas, the fears, and the limiting beliefs about safety and love that have been passed down through your bloodline are now surfacing for final release. You have been chosen by your lineage to be the one who breaks the chain, who heals the water table of your family's emotional history. This is why the exhaustion is so profound. You are doing the work of generations in a single lunar cycle. Do not underestimate the magnitude of this service. It is holy work. So how do you consciously co-create with this powerful and potentially overwhelming energy? This is the time for radical self-nurturing and fierce self-honesty. This is the time for structured surrender. First, you must create a Saturnian container for your Neptunian feelings. This means carving out non-negotiable time and space for yourself. Turn off the noise. The world will be chaotic, a symphony of fear and confusion. Your sanctuary is within. Second, engage in water-based rituals to honor both the Cancer and Neptune influences. Take sacred baths with Epsom salts and essential oils like lavender or frankincense, consciously intending for the water to absorb and cleanse your auric field of all that is not yours. Drink more water, blessing it before you drink, asking it to purify your cells and hydrate your divine blueprint. If possible, spend time near a natural body of water, a lake, a river, the ocean, and simply listen. The water holds ancient wisdom and can help you flow with these powerful emotional currents instead of resisting them. Third, you must ground this celestial energy into the earth. The Neptunian element can make us feel spacey, unmoored, and lost in a dream. Saturn demands we stay present in our bodies. Walk barefoot on the grass. Feel the solid earth beneath you. Eat grounding foods like root vegetables. Practice mindful breathing, focusing on the sensation of your breath in your body. This is your anchor in the storm. Crucially, this period demands a new level of discernment. As the fog of Neptune is illuminated by Saturn's light, many hidden things will be revealed, both in the world and in your own life. Be prepared for shocking truths to surface about people, institutions, and situations you once trusted. Your intuition will be your only reliable compass. If something feels off, it is. Do not rationalize it or talk yourself out of it. This is your inner guidance system, supercharged by this lunar shift, protecting you from further entanglement in illusion. This is also not the time to make life-altering decisions from a place of fear or confusion. The energies are too volatile. The work right now is to feel, to observe, to release, and to receive clarity. The time for decisive action will come after the dust settles on the other side of this portal. Be especially wary of spiritual consumerism. Many will try to sell you a quick fix, a magic bullet to bypass this intense process. There are no shortcuts through this territory. The only way out is through. The power is not in a crystal, a course, or another guru. The power is in your willingness to sit with yourself in the dark and love what you find there. Your body is the most sacred text you will ever read. Listen to its whispers before they become screams. Your dreams are direct downloads from your soul. Write them down the moment you wake, even if they make no sense. The patterns will reveal a hidden narrative, the story of your own becoming. The universe is conspiring for your liberation, but it requires your participation. You are being invited to graduate from an old level of consciousness, to shed a skin that has become far too tight. This process can feel like a death, and in many ways, it is the death of the person you thought you were. The death of your limitations, the death of your stories of victimhood and powerlessness. And on the other side of any death is a rebirth. If you are committed to this journey of profound transformation, to anchoring the new 5D reality in your own being, I want you to go to the comments section right now and type, "I harness this sacred energy." This is a powerful declaration to the cosmos that you are not a passive victim of these energies, but a sovereign co-creator, ready and willing to use this celestial fire to forge a new authentic self. This is the ultimate test of faith. Not faith in something outside of you, but faith in the intelligence of the process unfolding within you. Faith that the dissolution is making way for a more divine creation. Faith that the chaos is birthing a new order. You are being asked to trust the unknown, to find your security not in the external world, which is visibly crumbling, but in your unshakable connection to Source, to your own soul. The Cancerian energy is beckoning you to come home, but it's not a physical place. It's a state of being. It's the feeling of being completely and utterly at home in your own skin, in your own heart, no matter what storms are raging outside. This is true sovereignty. This is the gift being offered. Over the next few days you will be shown, with undeniable clarity, every single way you have outsourced your power, your safety, and your sense of self-worth. It may be painful to see, but this revelation is a supreme act of grace. For only when you see the bars of your own cage can you finally recognize that the door has been open all along. This new moon, with the Saturn-Neptune conjunction as its engine, is not just opening the door, it's dissolving the entire prison. Your only job is to be brave enough to walk out. Let's explore the archetypal energies at play here, because this cosmic event is a story being told on a grand scale, and your life is a vital chapter. Saturn is the archetype of the wise elder, the Chronos, the keeper of time. He represents the wisdom gained through experience, the strength forged in adversity. Neptune is the mystic, the dreamer, the high priestess. She represents the formless, timeless realm of spirit, the ocean of collective consciousness. Their meeting is the sacred marriage of the elder and the mystic. It is the integration of form and spirit, of practical reality and divine inspiration. For too long, our world has kept these two energies separate. We have had the Saturnian world of business, logic, and structure, and the Neptunian world of art, spirituality, and dreams, and they have been seen as mutually exclusive. This conjunction is here to end that separation, both globally and personally. It is a mandate from the cosmos to spiritualize our structures and to structure our spirituality. What does this mean for you? It means your work must now become your sacred service. Your daily routines must become your spiritual practice. Your relationships must become a crucible for soul growth. There is no longer any room for compartmentalization. Your life must become one unified, authentic expression of your soul. This is the new definition of integrity that Saturn is demanding. The Cancer new moon acts as the emotional catalyst for this integration. Cancer is the archetype of the Great Mother, the nurturing force that allows things to grow in safety. However, the shadow side of the mother archetype is a tendency to cling, to overprotect, to resist change out of fear. This new moon will illuminate with painful clarity all the ways you have been clinging to old versions of safety that are now stifling your growth. This could be a job that provides financial security but kills your soul. It could be a relationship that feels familiar but is built on codependency. It could be a set of beliefs about the world that once made you feel safe but are now revealed to be a prison. The Saturn-Neptune energy is like a divine parent saying, "My child, it is time to leave the nest. The safety you seek is not in this small container anymore. It is in learning to use your own wings." And this new moon in Cancer is the moment you are being nudged right to the edge. The fear of falling will be immense. The grief for the nest you are leaving behind will be real. But the promise of the open sky, the promise of your own sovereignty, is the ultimate prize. This is why so many are experiencing what feels like a life crisis. The foundations are shaking because they were never meant to hold the person you are becoming. The Saturn-Neptune conjunction is a structural integrity test for your entire life. Anything built on a foundation of inauthenticity will crack. Pay attention to the synchronicities. The universe is screaming its guidance at you right now. Are you suddenly seeing repeated number sequences like 1111, 444, or 777 everywhere you look? This is the universe confirming you are on the right path of awakening. Are you having conversations where someone says the exact thing you needed to hear? That is your guidance system speaking through them. Are old songs from your past suddenly popping into your head? Listen to the lyrics. They contain a message from your subconscious. During this period, there are no coincidences. There is only the intricate, intelligent web of cosmic communication. Your job is to become a divine detective, gathering the clues the universe is leaving for you. Journal everything. Note the feelings, the signs, the dreams. You are mapping your own soul's journey through this monumental shift, and this map will become your sacred text in the months and years to come. Let's talk about the physical and energetic symptoms in more detail, as they can be disorienting. Many of you are reporting intense ear ringing, strange buzzing sensations, or hearing high-pitched frequencies. This is not tinnitus in the traditional sense. This is your light body being recalibrated to a higher frequency. Your physical senses are struggling to interpret the new energetic data. You are literally being tuned like a divine instrument. Headaches, especially around the crown and third eye, are common as these upper chakras are being blasted open to receive more light and information. Heart palpitations or a fluttering sensation in the chest are signs of the heart chakra expanding, breaking open to hold more unconditional love and to release lifetimes of stored grief. And again, the bone-deep fatigue is the most common symptom. Honor it. Rest is not laziness right now. It is a sacred act of integration. Your body is undergoing a metamorphosis at a cellular level. You are shifting from a carbon-based being to a crystalline-based being. This requires immense amounts of energy. Pushing yourself, adhering to old rigid schedules of productivity, is a form of self-violence during this delicate time. Surrender to the sacred pause, caution. Be mindful of your energetic boundaries. As Neptune dissolves the veils, you will become much more psychically sensitive, like an emotional sponge. It will be harder to distinguish your own feelings from the feelings of others, or from the static of the collective fear field. This makes grounding and shielding practices absolutely essential. Before you leave your home, visualize a bubble of golden or white light surrounding you, programming it to allow only love in and to repel all that is not for your highest good. When you return home, consciously cut the energetic cords from your day. A simple visualization of scissors, cutting ties from your chakras, is powerful. This is not a time to be a martyr or to try to save everyone. Your greatest service right now is to hold your own frequency, to maintain your own inner peace amidst the external chaos. By keeping your own light bright, you become a lighthouse for others, showing them the way without having to venture into their storm. This is the mastery that Saturn is asking of us: disciplined sovereign empathy, not chaotic, codependent absorption. This cosmic event is also a powerful portal for manifestation, but not in the way the old paradigm taught. The old way was to think and grow rich, to use the force of the ego's will to impose its desires on reality. The new way, the Saturn-Neptune way, is to feel and become aligned. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. The Cancer new moon is purifying your emotional body, your vibrational set point. The work is not to chase a desire, but to clear away all the emotional and energetic debris that is blocking you from embodying the frequency of your desire, as if it were already here. Feel the feeling of the loving relationship you desire now. Embody the sense of abundance and security you crave now. Become the person who already has what you seek. This is manifestation from the inside out. It is the Saturnian principle of embodiment, meeting the Neptunian principle of feeling. During the peak of this new moon, between June 28th and 30th, take some time to do a feeling state meditation. Don't just visualize your goals, feel them in every cell of your body. What does it feel like to be living your highest purpose? What is the emotional texture of your dream reality? Anchor that feeling in your heart. This is the seed you are planting in the fertile, supercharged soil of this cosmic moment. If you are feeling the call to step into this new form of creation, to manifest not from ego but from your soul's authentic frequency, I invite you to declare it. Go to the comments and type "I am a sovereign creator." Feel the power in those words. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the creator of your reality. And this celestial alignment is handing you the master key to the control room. This is a time of endings and beginnings, happening simultaneously. As the old structures crumble, you will see the green shoots of the new earth emerging. Look for them, celebrate them. You will see communities coming together in new ways. You will see people choosing authenticity over approval. You will witness incredible acts of compassion and courage. The mainstream narrative will focus on the chaos, the collapse, the fear. Do not let it capture your attention. What you focus on, you energize. Focus on the world that is being born, not the world that is dying. This is the ultimate Saturnian discipline, the discipline of your attention. Your focus is the most powerful currency you have. Spend it wisely. Spend it on creating the reality your soul knows is possible. This is not about burying your head in the sand. It's about consciously choosing to water the flowers instead of the weeds. The weeds of the old world will wither on their own without your energy. The flowers of the new earth need your love, your focus, and your faith to blossom. You are a gardener of worlds. Choose which garden you will tend. We are now in the final approach. The energies are reaching their absolute peak, and the portal of June 28th to 30th is the eye of the needle through which your consciousness must pass. Everything we have discussed, the dissolution of illusion, the emotional reckoning, the testing of your life's structures, culminates in these next 72 hours. This is not a drill. This is the final examination for this cycle of your soul's evolution. What you do, how you choose to show up for yourself during this sacred window will set the energetic trajectory for the rest of your year, and arguably for the rest of your life. The universe is holding its breath, waiting to see what you will choose. Will you contract in fear, clinging to the wreckage of a past that is already gone, or will you expand in faith, surrendering to the divine intelligence that is birthing a new you and a new earth? The time for theory is over. Now is the time for practice. I am going to give you a specific powerful ritual to perform during this new moon portal. Do not take this lightly. This is a sacred technology for conscious transformation, designed to work in perfect harmony with the potent cosmic energies at play. First, you must prepare your sacred space and your sacred vessel, your body. Sometime on the evening of the 28th or 29th, create a sanctuary for yourself. This is non-negotiable. Inform your family or housemates that you need at least 1 hour of uninterrupted time. Turn off your phone, your computer, your television. Unplug from the matrix. The noise of the dying world is a siren song designed to pull you off your path. You must choose the silence of your own soul. Light a candle, perhaps burn some sage or Palo Santo to clear the energy of your space. Sit comfortably, either on the floor or in a chair, with your spine straight. This posture is important. It allows the celestial energy to flow freely through your central channel. Close your eyes and take several deep cleansing breaths. With each inhale, breathe in pure golden white light from the cosmos. With each exhale, release the tension, the anxiety, the noise of the day. Do this until you feel a palpable shift in your state of being, a sense of stillness and presence. You are now in the temple of your own being. Now, we begin the sacred reckoning, the integration of Saturn and Neptune. Take out a journal and pen. At the top of the page, write "The Great Unveiling." Under this heading, you will conduct a fearless Saturnian audit of your Neptunian illusions. Ask yourself the following questions, and write down the first most honest answer that comes to you, without judgment or censorship. Where in my life have I been choosing comfort over truth? What relationship, situation, or belief am I clinging to out of fear of the unknown? What is the one truth about myself that I have been too afraid to admit? In what ways have I been using spirituality, distraction, or addiction to avoid feeling my true emotions? If fear were not a factor, what is the one single action my soul is calling me to take right now? This process may be uncomfortable. It is supposed to be. This is Saturn's loving but firm hand, helping you remove the blindfold. Be brutally honest with yourself. This journal entry is for your eyes only. It is a sacred contract between you and your soul. Next, we move to the emotional release, honoring the Cancer new moon. Take a separate piece of paper. On this paper, write down everything you are now ready to release, all the illusions you just identified. The fears, the resentments, the ancestral patterns, the names of people or situations representing old karmic contracts. Pour all the heavy, stagnant energy onto this paper. Feel the grief, the anger, the sadness as you write. Let the tears flow if they come. They are a sacred form of water, purifying your soul. Once you feel complete, take this piece of paper and a bowl of water. Read what you have written out loud one last time, and then say with power and conviction, "I now release these stories, these energies, and these contracts from my being, across all timelines, dimensions, and realities. I return them to the light with gratitude for the lessons they have taught me." It is done. Now, fold the paper and submerge it in the bowl of water. Watch as the ink bleeds and the paper softens and dissolves. You are witnessing the literal dissolution of your past. You are returning these dense energies to the formless waters of the collective unconscious to be purified. Leave it to soak overnight. The next day, dispose of the water and paper pulp in the earth, returning it to be composted into new life. Finally, we plant the seed of the new. With the old cleared away, you have created a sacred void, a fertile darkness. This is the true power of the new moon. Take a fresh page in your journal or a new piece of paper. This time, you will not write a list of what you want. Instead, you will write your declaration of being. Write in the present tense as if it is already your reality. For example, I am divinely guided and protected. I am at home in my body and in my heart. I am living my soul's purpose with joy and abundance. My relationships are a reflection of my own wholeness and love. Write your own personal declarations. Then put the pen down. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your lower belly, your womb space, the seat of Cancerian creation. Close your eyes. Do not just read the words, feel them. Embody the frequency of this new reality. What does it feel like in your cells? Let this feeling, this vibration, expand from your core and fill every part of your being. Sit in this feeling state for as long as you can. This is the most powerful form of manifestation there is. You are not asking, you are becoming. This is the seed you are planting in the cosmic soil of this powerful new moon. You have just authored the first page of your new life. This entire process is a profound act of spiritual sovereignty. It is you taking the tools of the cosmos into your own hands and consciously co-creating your reality. If you feel the power of this sacred work, if you are committed to stepping through this portal as the conscious architect of your life, go to the comments now and declare with all the power of your being, my new reality begins now. By typing these words, you are sealing this ritual with a public declaration, amplifying its power 1,000-fold and anchoring this new timeline into the collective grid of awakening humanity. In the days and weeks that follow this portal, be gentle with yourself. There will be an integration period. You may feel a strange sense of emptiness, but it is not a void of lack, it is a void of pure potential. The old static is gone, and you may need time to adjust to the sacred silence. It is in this silence that you will begin to hear the whispers of your soul with a clarity you have never known before. The path forward will illuminate, not all at once, but one step at a time. The universe will send you synchronicities, opportunities, and helpers to confirm you are on the right track. Your only job is to trust the process, to continue choosing truth over comfort, and to take the inspired, aligned actions that arise from your new state of being. You have weathered the storm. You have passed through the gateway. You have done the sacred work of dying to your old self to be reborn. Remember that this shift was not just about a few days on the calendar. It was the ignition point for a new era of human consciousness, and you are on the front lines. You are a torchbearer for a new way of living, one based on authenticity, integrity, and unconditional love. The world that is being born needs you, in all your renewed, radiant, and sovereign power. The great shift has begun. Welcome to the other side.